Welcome back to the Blue White Tailgate Show presented by Coors Light. Time to go inside the film room once again with Coach Jay Paterno. Coach, you've been a part of some of these close games against the Illini. They got a good defense coming in. Should be and will be a tough task for this Penn State Nittany Lion offense.
Well, I think it's going to be a very difficult task. I think if you look at from last year to this year, you're going to find that I don't think there's another defense in the country that's made the same kind of improvements from one year to the next as Illinois has. If you take a look at the stats where they rank, and you're talking all different aspects of the game, third downs, pass efficiency, total defense, run defense, scoring defense, they have jumped an average of 74, 75 spots in their NCAA rankings. A big, big jump, and there's a reason for it. They're a little better personnel-wise, and their scheme is very, very tough. When you take a look at what they do, like a lot of teams we've seen, they're very aggressive with their safeties and run support. Now, the difference with them is if the run is to the field safety, he'll jump. If the run's to the boundary, he'll jump. They'll come at it. Now, what you're going to need to take care of that is you're going to need some play action to the side of the play. A lot of people run play action and come back away. Here you want to run play action and get receivers in behind the safety one-on-one. Penn State did a great job with some one-on-ones. You also want to tack out here because they'll walk a linebacker out into coverage, and you get a slot on a nickel or a linebacker. You get a wheel route out here, some things down the field. Let's take a look at some video as to how this happens. You're going to see on this first video that safety of the snap of the ball is on his way, coming down to make the tackle and getting involved in the tackle on the line of scrimmage. Now, the important thing and the biggest difference between last year and this year in terms of secondary is number 20 is the player for Illinois here this year. Last year's number 3. You take a look at what happens. We'll show the video when the safety coming down doesn't hit the hole like he's supposed to. Here he comes down and really almost takes himself out of the play. And next thing you know, you've got Lynch in the secondary making a big run. And you'll see, again, another shot of this, and you'll see very, very clearly how here's the hole. The safety's coming down and takes himself out of it. And then Lynch breaks through and makes a big play. So that's going to be a key in this game. The matchup between Barkley and that safety is going to be really interesting. Now, on third down and long, Penn State wants to stay out of those, obviously, because nobody wants to be in them, but Illinois' scheme is good. They're going to get to you some two deep, man under, which when you get to that deep, with the two safeties deep, there's always help high so they can jump the routes underneath, slows everything down. Take a look at the video and you'll see what happens is they match up with everybody individually. So as you drop back, there's no holes in the coverage, there's no seams. You've got to win one of 5 matchups one-on-one, but they also have help over the top. You see, even though the tight ends there is pretty good coverage. When you go to the next slide, the thing that enables you to do, Illinois is not a great speed pass rush team, but they will get some twists and stunts. Here's a pass rush here with 4 guys. They're going to bring him under and bring guys around, which takes time. And when you hold people up in the pass game, take a look at the video. When you can hold them up in the pass game, that gives you time to get there late. Christian Hackenberg's going to have to stay in the pocket, get the ball out of there as quickly as he can so that he doesn't take a sack. If he does that, I don't think Illinois will get there very often. The last little thing we want to talk about that Illinois does, it's tough, is what we call a key blitz. And on key blitzes, when they play man or they try and match up with their zone underneath, the minute their guy blocks, that linebacker will press the line and show up late. It's tough to account for him in the pass game, and you'll see last year they run this against Penn State, where on the video you'll see as he comes off that play fake, that linebacker in the middle sees his guy block, comes in, shows up, and hits the quarterback as he's trying to throw to an open guy.
You know, and something that I saw on one of those slides is last year's matchup, the same at the right tackle spot, Andrew Nelson going against the left DN for Illinois. That'll be a key matchup. You know, 16-14 last year, so the Penn State defense, they got to come to play as well this weekend.
No question. And the Illinois offense, again, these two teams are very much mirror images of each other. Now we go to the next slide as we talk about the offense. Illinois is they're a lot of different groups, a lot of different personnel groups against Wisconsin, ran almost 10 different personnel groups, and they're going to really try and attack certain things. They get packages. They like the short pass game. Here they're just going to read this linebacker right here. If he's in tight, they're going to throw the ball. You show the video here. Again, and they treat these just like run games. Here's a nice quick pass, 7 yards, picks it up. You go to the next play, you'll see another shot of that video where it's the same idea. Now he works inside, comes back away. Again, picks up 6, 7 yards on first down to make things happen. Now, once that linebacker starts to widen out to take the pass game away, they go to the run. Show the video on this one. You'll see that linebacker's wide. They hand the ball in. Linebacker comes in and makes a tackle, but again, it's a gain of 6 or 7 yards. So it's going to be a 6 and 7 yard type game for them on offense. Now, everybody says we got to go after them, we got to blitz, and once you do that, you start to create seams, and you go from 2 deep to 3 deep for Penn State here. You'll take a look at how they take advantage of that, and now we go to the video. You see that safety come down, safety roll the middle, and there's the seam that you got to hit with some of those overload blitzes when they go to 3 deep. But again, it's going to be a real challenge. These two teams are mirror images of each other. They're both very good defensively. They're both solid offensively, not great. So it's going to be an interesting day Saturday afternoon.
You know, the least amount of sacks given up in the country, Illinois. Penn State, the leading sack team in the country on defense. Jay, just want to real quick say congratulations on your dad going in the PA Sports Hall of Fame. Excellent speech, by the way, last Saturday as well.
Thank you. It was a great night, and obviously with Matt Barr and Chuck Vicino also going in as Penn Staters, it's a great night to be a Penn Stater.
Penn State well represented. Coach Paterno represented very well on our centerpiece with that ball that you see from the 409th win game against Illinois.